Hi Capricorn, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your mid-January 2019 tester. It's a tester because I just got these new cards, the Druid Craft Tarot, and I want to test them out. So just kind of getting to know them. So I thought I'd do a mid-January reading to give them a whirl. Also, I reached 10,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. And I want to thank you for supporting me and everything. I have to look. I keep saying that I have to look because, whoa, look at that. Hey? I have to look because I'm not sure the exact date I started, but it's like coming up really soon. It's right around the 1st of February. Anyway. So, I might have actually be past it already. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So what jumped out here for you, Capricorn, is the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. So, this guy is like the teacher, the counselor, your religious leader. It could be someone like myself, a reader. You know, they're the guide sort of person in your life, a mentor, perhaps even. Anyway, you know, and the Ace of Cups is the beginning of a new feeling. You know, it's a new feeling. And, you know, if I were to just hazard a guess here, I'm saying because of someone that you admire, believe in, maybe you've been getting counseling from, because of them you have a new feeling within yourself, you know. You're not all about your emotions anymore, and you can consider things in your mind. You can weigh them in your mind, be more balanced in a way. Although he wears a lot of blue, that has to do with those two chakras up in here. There's two blue ones. He's also out in the middle of nowhere by himself, you know. He's up high in the hills. There's a lot of clarity. He has a lot of clarity, and there's a sense of maturity here too, you know, with the King of Swords. So I'm going to leave those out. I'm going to give them another toss. I like to do my little thing. Excuse me. So what are the messages for Capricorn, mid-January 2019? Capricorn, mid-January 2019. So they're probably going to be jumping all over because when they're ready, you know, and they are. I'm not even going to shuffle them again. They just are. They're ready. So I've been turning them over. The illustrations, the artwork on these are just beautiful. Even the bad ones look gorgeous. I shouldn't say bad ones. I should say struggles. Struggles. Wow. Very powerful. I see you have 2 5s right off the bat. Okay. You have, okay, and this is in your past energy. So this is now or before now. The first 5 is the 5 of Cups. And as you can see, he's standing there on the edge of the water. He's looking, he's considering all his emotions. He's really wrapped up in his emotions because he's hooded and he's got tunnel vision right now, right? And he can only see that he's only thinking about these 3 cups that are spilled. And that means the things that are going wrong, you know, what he's upset about. And he's not even paying attention to the 2 cups that are still standing. still what there is there, the foundation, really, if you think about, you know, the base of a relationship and the base of the pyramid. So, anyway, so this is kind of wallowed up in your own loss, emotional loss, feeling like you lost something. And then it's the same thing in the Five of Pentacles. She's paused on her path. She's, and there's the sun shining as bright as can be. There's all the, you can see if you want to, but she doesn't want to. You know, again, it's tunnel vision, you know, it's seeing only what you choose to see. And she's even like got her head like this, and oh, I don't know where to go. And she has, the pentacles are hanging as like a decoration on her belt. And they're almost like a weight. Like it feels like she doesn't want to carry them around. They seem not to be benefiting her right now, you know. And she doesn't know what to do with them anyway. It feels more like a responsibility than an opportunity at right now at this point. You know, she's kind of thinking it's all downhill from here, but the sun is shining. It's what you're choosing to see, okay, Capricorn? And, you know, here's Cernunnos, the devil, right? And, you know, in a way, this is sort of forbidden love, too, you know. It's carnal hunger. It's carnal, you know, it speaks of addictions. Sometimes it speaks about personality, like narcissism, like being very selfish, and also manipulating people, you know, condoning, like in this card, it's condoning this union, which is almost incestual, you know, it's like an incestual union. Sorry. But that's what it is. So there's some sort of shame involved here, I think, with there's a loss. And, you know, both these people, they're facing away from each other. They're not looking at each other. And they are refusing to see the light. They're refusing to see what there is. Only they're looking at what there isn't, you know, everything they've lost. And they feel like they've lost a lot. Like you and your person. This could be a family relationship, love relationship, something. But they're not looking at each other. There's like no hope. They're both feeling like there's no hope here. And it's over some sort of shame, you know. Could be a third party. Someone could have fooled around. This could have been close to home, kind of a close to home fooling around. So you didn't just hurt their feelings. It's, you know, it's brought someone else into the mix here that you kind of have to see, like the neighbor or something. You know, it's like, you had to do there? I don't mean to laugh. I giggle at everything. Because I've actually been through that, so I know how horrible it is. But like I said, this could be family too. There could be some sort of old... Kind of feels to me like something that's been going round and round, round and round. It's like, it's not the first time, it won't be the last. This is a common pattern. You know, if you stay there long enough, you'll see this fox and the hare go by again. If you stay here long enough, I think it's a repeating pattern or something like that, you know. And I think the relationship or the better part of the relationship feels like a weight, like a I don't know. Like I said, you're only seeing what you want to see. And if it's a family situation, then this is some sort of old shame or feeling blame for something, or you know, the disapproval in some way. There's some sort of disapproval. All right. So in your present is the Ace of Pentacles. See that? That giant star pentacle in the sky. There's on like every color in the chakras in the sky there. And there's a bear, you know. Looks to me like he's protecting the grounds. He's protecting the water. He's probably protecting his food source, which is the salmon in that little honey hole, you know. He's probably protecting something anyway. And, you know, that bear has a vested interest. He's watching the entrance into that little honey hole. Like I said, it's a honey hole. Reminds me of fishing. If you don't know what honey hole is, a honey hole is a place on the lake that you can go every time and catch, you know, 5 fish or 7 fish, and it's great. You don't tell anybody about the honey hole, right? Anyway, so it's something worth investing because it's hidden away. It's a hidden secret. It's a hidden little gem, you know. And I think right now only you know about it. Only you're thinking about it. This is some new, perhaps invention. I'm thinking maybe invention. Could be an invention. I just got that. Okay. So, in the center, the focus of your whole reading is the Queen of Swords. And, you know, like the King of Swords, she's mature, she's older. Like, look at this Queen. She has gray hair even, right? So, it talks about her maturity. She doesn't need to be an old woman, but she could be very serious-minded, you know, and has plans for herself, doesn't, you know, waste her time or her efforts, I guess, right? Oops, sorry about that. She's got this little, it looks like a little bonsai tree growing on the top of this rock, like growing, she's got growth where nothing can grow, you know. And she's bound by the truth. She has a lot of clarity too. Like she can think very clear. She thinks things through. You know, the way she's sitting there, it's like she's not really sitting there like she wouldn't get up, because she would. You know, don't underestimate her. That's what I get by the way she's sitting there. You know, don't underestimate her, because she will get up. Right? So, you know, you could have gone from, woe is me, you know, what do I have left? What is it all worth anyway, you know, to, I'll get up if I have to, you know, I'm not messing around anymore. I've learned a lot from this. This could be an air sign in your life, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be, an older woman that puts her foot down. This could be a legal, like a lawyer, some sort of a legal person that's helping you with someone that's helping you legally, okay? Or with documents. If there's anything to salvage, she'll salvage it. You know, look at, she's growing a tree at the top of a rock mountain. And that's true, you know, if you ever have bought a little bonsai bush or tree at the store, whatever, they are all in rock. You know, it's all rock that they're in. It's not soil at the top. So I just thought of that, you know. And she can. This woman also can survive harsh standards. You may need to know this about yourself, is that you can survive harsh standards, okay? Get through harsh times and be the better for it. You know, it just builds you spiritually every time. And then there's the Hermit. And the Hermit is there with his wolf, his light, and his staff. He stands over the rock and looks upon the sea. What's out there? You know, what's out there? And so he's taking a long look, like not just where he is, but far ahead of him. You know, if we think to ourselves, okay, where would I like to see myself a year from now? Well, a year from now, I don't want car payments anymore, and you know, whatever, where you'd like to see yourself at that time, and not just financially, like living, and you know, I talk about the door. You know, what's the door? So he's looking at his door. So here, let's have a look at the three of these actually. So you got your honey hop, you got your honey hole there, the Queen of Swords, the determination, and the Hermit. You know, in some ways I see you coming, like I know that the Hermit suggests coming out of isolation. And I think that's true to a point, but it's with a new plan. It's with a new plan. And you see the moon, it's just a crescent moon. There's no confusion anymore. Like, confusion is when there's a full moon or like a double moon. But this is a crescent moon. It's very clear. There's lots of clouds up there, but they're just filtering the light, you know? You have filters now. You can see. You can put different lenses on and see where you're going. You know, you're not just a fool anymore, right? You're not just taking a leap of faith. You know exactly where you're stepping. And then in your future, which is like into February and so on. Well, I look at it, it's a 2. So second month. And it's juggling. It's trying to juggle your finances while you're waiting for your ships to come in. Also, it's in some translations a refusal to choose. You know, I kind of want my cake and eat it too. I don't want to stop juggling these two, you know. But it's also trying to survive until your ships come in, you know. Sometimes this leaves a bit of distaste because you may have to do it. You may be required to do it to survive. But, and survive you do. Survive you do. Here you are being recognized, rewarded, raised to a higher level, like people really believe in you. They look up to you. They look up to you. It's also taking steps in your career, or your achievements, your goals. You know, like I said, you know where you're going. You can see exactly. You can see far into the distance and the future. And you know where you're going. And here you're on the horse. You're going. And people are following you. They're like, wow, look at him now. You know, he really knows a lot and has been around and looks confident. You know, you believe in yourself in this one when you get here, right? You believe in yourself. You believe every word they're saying about you. Yeah, that's me. And then you get the Ace of Swords. So, you know, this is like the King Arthur, the Lady in the Lake. And this sword is being offered to you. You know, this is Excalibur. This is the sword that was offered to Arthur, right? And because he's the chosen one. He's the rightful true heir. This is your rightful path. That this is, you know, the gift you're being given, offered, your Excalibur is the rightful path, because here's the centaur, or the centaur, the hermit, above your rightful path. He's looking at his path. He's like, oh yeah, over yonder, that's where I want to go. That's exactly, I know where I'm going. You know, and he has protection, you know, and wolves travel in packs, and you know, this kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones, which is coming on soon. I'm so excited for that to come, and it kind of reminds me of, you know, each of those kids had a wolf protector that would give their lives for those kids. And that's the same here. You may have a companion on your travels, or are seeking your companion. You know, that's where you're going. But you know where you're going. You're being gifted the right path. You're on the right path. You had to go through all this hardship, sacrifice perhaps, and you know, with Cernunnos, it's hard being here, because he's never going to tell you you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. He's going to say, no, come here, come to my lair and play, and you know, everyone wants to. And it's up to you to be righteous, act properly, do the right thing. Do the right thing. So whatever that is in the situation, it's up to you, because Cernunnos is never going to tell you to stop. You know, that's got to be you. You know, I think of Cernunnos as that devil. You know, there's an angel and there's a devil on your shoulders, and he's saying, go on, just once, just this one time, you'll quit after today. And so it could be quite a challenge. You know, you may have to go off in the cave for a time to get stronger, you know, get stronger and survive tough conditions, but you're going to come out of it. You know, she's the Lady of the Lake offering you this. No one else is being offered this sword but you. Okay, because you know, and it's funny, you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in this reading. So, you know, there could be new love. Your true one could come to you. And by true one, I mean the one who is best suited for you. You know, because it's loving treatment, the one who's best suited for you. It's loving treatment, it's care, it's respect. And that's what these two have together. They've matured and they've grown and they've learned, you know, what they're willing to tolerate and what they're not. And so this could be a new love coming into your life that is your perfect match, you know, your perfect match. And we have a few of those around, you know. There's not just one perfect match for you, and if you don't meet him, well, that's it, or her, you know. There's a few perfect matches out there for you. I don't know how many, don't ask me, but there's more than one. You may, one or both of you might be in counseling to try and work it out, try and work this relationship out. One of you could have gone and did some soul searching, some higher learning to understand what it is you do want, how it is you do really feel, you know, because that one true cup, that perfect match, I don't want to say you're meant to be with, but you're ready to, like, see this cup, look at that. You know, it's under another crescent moon, I might add, so a lot more clarity, or I should say less confusion, And this cup is nourishing all the land, you know, look at that, nourishing all the land, everything from the top down. The potential for emotional fulfillment is there. Even the love and affection are coming down the rocks. And if you look really close, I don't know what that fish is called. There is a, look it up. It's a fish that can literally climb up a waterfall, climb up a cliff. As long as there's some sort of wetness, it's a fish that can climb a cliff. And it does it because of the pool at the top of the waterfall where it can lay its eggs. And I can't remember what kind of fish that is, though, but I saw a documentary on it, and it's very rare. This is a very rare love. This is a rare opportunity, so you need to nourish it, you know, nourish it. This could be your perfect partner, and there might be someone helping you get there, you know, guiding this in some way. This person could be a guide, a social worker, a spiritual person, teacher, some way. In some ways, you guys may be on the same spiritual level now, you know, ready, you know, to give it the same. You know, it's not like this, unbalanced, I mean. It's more like, whoop, okay, I know what you mean now. I get what you're saying. So, anyway, I really hope this resonates, and as I said, it's just a tester. I'm just testing out these cards, seeing, you know, how they read and feeling them out. So, you know, but let me know. I'd love to hear your comments, what you think about it, and please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate all your support. Did I mention the nesting thing? I don't think I did. So, nesting is a thing where pregnant women in their 7th to 9th month, you know, at near the end of their pregnancy, get this uncontrollable urge to organize everything. They got to all of a sudden crawl into closets and organize all these boxes and go through everything and you know, reorganize the furniture. And what she's doing is she's getting ready for the birth. It's called nesting. And there used to be an old wives' tale. If you saw a pregnant woman doing this, you know the baby was coming soon. You know, you could see because she's getting ready. She doesn't even know she's doing it, really, you know. And so I've been feeling this way. I feel like, oh, geez, I better get all my projects that I've started finished up, and oh, I'm going to reorganize those cupboards. And so I started thinking about it, and I thought, geez, like, what am I getting all ready for? And that's the thing. You know, the light bulb went off, and we're all getting ready for something, to birth something. The baby is coming. But what is that baby for you? What are you birthing? And some of us don't know. We don't know what we're getting ready for, you know, but something's coming. Something's coming. I know I can, you know, I'm getting ready for it. So, let me know what you think about that too. Anyway, take care. I'll talk to you soon. Tink out.